I'm just doing test run.
Audio as well.
Hello.
So, first question. Is this going to be right with the... It's more pointed at you, does that matter? Is it right? Is it
yeah,
right?
It looks fine. Which one have you got? Yeah.
Oh, hello. Right, I need that. Right. Hello. So, that video of me saying we hit 5,000 subscribers has hit 500 likes. So, without asking Jo, now it's here, she said she'd do a Q&A with me, and you guys obviously won it because it was over the 500. I think we got nearly 800, about 790 something. So, we're going to get straight into it, nice and easy. I've got it here. What age are you and Jo?
I'm 23.
I'm 25. Easy, done,
Easy.
Smash. How did you meet and when? What age was by Racket Ralph, I think, and this is by The Ultimate Farmer. I'll let you explain this one.
We met at like a mutual friend's 21st birthday party. Tom was really, really, really drunk. And there was it a mechanical bull or something there?
A mechanical bull, yeah.
Yeah, and Tom bet me that I couldn't stay on it very long. Obviously, I could. And then I just kind of got talking from there. Tom made the move, didn't you?
Always make a move.
Always made the move. And yeah.
Easy enough. When was it? We don't have an anniversary, which is fantastic because no present. But when was it? It was near John's birthday, but it wasn't on his birthday.
It was like May time. May time.
May, like
yeah.
4 years ago.
Longer than that, Tom. Yeah, it
We've got no
was.
anniversary, which is fantastic.
This coming May, 2018 May, it'll be 5 years we'll have been together.
Yeah, but again,
we don't know the date because we didn't think it'd go this long. So.
Right. So what? No, that's not the question. What's Jo's background in farming? What's Jo's background of farming or not? And can she operate any equipment? The farming life. Ask that question.
So I have no background in farming. I'm a wedding coordinator, so very, very different from farming. Yeah, no, I don't really know much about farming until I met Tom.
Not our wedding, by the way.
No, yeah, not coordinating our wedding.
A lot of people on the comments said, "Oh, you two get engaged." No, not anytime soon. Well, not anytime soon.
You'd be so lucky.
There we go.
Yeah, so I have no background in farming. Only learned about farming when meeting Tom. And actually, when I met Tom, I was terrified of cows. So much so that if I was near one, I would just cry. So I'm getting better with that. But yeah, I don't have any background in farming, but I do help out where I can. But I am very busy with my own stuff as well.
Yeah,
so.
and yeah, you don't even like the Highlands. Very afraid of them. They've got big horns.
I like them if they're behind a fence.
There we go. Yeah, so Jo's pretty good at like the social media stuff. So Jo helped me start with the social media, and you're pretty good with that and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're like, so when I first started, it was all kind of Jo, and she's kind of taught me how to go with it. But Jo being really busy now with this kind of job, she has gone towards that, and she doesn't really help me much now. But you help me quite a lot. She's good at photos.
I help when I can, but yeah, I'm doing my own stuff now, so I've left you to it.
Yeah. And can she operate any kit, any equipment?
No, I have done, what's this, is it a scraper tractor?
Scraper tractor.
I'm top notch on the scraper tractor, but other than that, no.
Right, so question 4. What does Joanna like about farming? Broadcast gaming. I'd ask that question. What does Jo like? What do you like about farming? Especially
Nothing.
the farming.
I'm joking. Obviously the fans. I love the fans.
That's not farming though.
No, yeah.
The farmers?
I like carving, like watching the carving, obviously the little lambs and calves and stuff like that, but I do like farming, but I'm obviously not a farmer, and it is obviously very time consuming. So with my job being time consuming, Tom's job being time consuming, it is hard to find time to spend together. But no, I do like farming, and I like how it's very family orientated. Like, you just very much a close knit team, and that works really well. But yeah, I'd say maybe like bringing new life into the world is my favourite bit of farming.
Everyone loves it. Right, what we're on to, that was what did you like? And this says, that's pretty funny. I just added this one. Has Jo any older sisters who are single? Question mark from James McClally. James McClally?
I have an older sister. She's 25, but she's not single, yeah, I'm afraid, guys. Yeah. But I will let her know, if she's ever struggling in a relationship, to give you a call.
We'll see you later. We are actually going for a walk with Jo's family in a minute. So I thought we'd do this fast. Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny to add. And if she sees this, it's going to be funny. And if her boyfriend sees it, I might tell her later.
Yeah.
It's not shocking with that one. Right, so another question. I quite like this one from Ben Burns. Highlight of Dublin, ? Likes the vacation kind of videos, and he likes the meet the family kind of videos, because he likes that we're quite, you haven't seen it yet, but we are a very close-knit family. Yeah, so he likes that. But highlight of Dublin for yourself?
I like the Guinness tasting, and I just like the atmosphere, like going out in the evening, there being lots of singing, gives me an excuse to dance like an idiot. But yeah, that was probably my favourite.
Yeah, Friday night was good, wasn't it? When we went out, that was like the last part of the first part, if that makes sense. After I said bye, it was the last part.
Like the phone videos.
Yeah, that was pretty good. And then the Guinness tour was really good.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, really good.
We drank lots of Guinness.
Lots of Guinness. And now I just drink Guinness all the time, which is weird. Well, not all the time, but you know what I mean.
Didn't someone ask if we were going to get engaged?
Yeah, a few times, yeah. What was your inspiration into YouTube from farming life, not the farming life. Inspiration to YouTube. Again, that was what we came back to before. Joe, we started making videos for Facebook because we've got the farm shop on, obviously, and we started making to try and get our local town and people like that to kind of see what we do and to kind of bring people to the shop, so they can see, again, what we do behind the thing, what kind of effort goes into it, and what kind of care we put into it. So I just started doing that, and then we did the vending machine video first, didn't we?
We did do videos before you opened the shop though, because we used to do like silly ones at turkey time and stuff like that, but it was mainly images when we first started. Then we did do a few videos, and Thomas liked doing the videos, so that was great. So then we've just expanded on that now since growing the business. We just want to make more awareness of what we do here and get people down to the shop.
Yeah, so I've always been watching YouTube like forever. Like my mates would always say that I used to be on it just watching like random stuff, you know, just clicking and random stuff.
Yes, it's very annoying.
Yeah, so I love watching videos, and then so we started making our own, and then obviously because I'm really passionate about farming, it was just easy to kind of put detail into it, and easy to kind of explain. I've got a lot of friends out of farming, so it was quite easy to show them, and a lot of people who watch this don't do farming as well. Well, I'll say that. But it's quite easy to show them like bits that they wouldn't know. I think if you're very into farming and you've got you're very like, which is easily done. A lot of everything is to do with farming. You've not got a lot of mates outside of it. But I'd say all my school friends, none of them know about farming. So it was easy to explain to them and explain to the people.
Yeah, like, it was good to show people that didn't know much about farming, and then get their perspective on it, see if they liked it, and it really took off, didn't it? You know, like round here, not many people know about farming. And now that it's just on their doorstep, they do like to come and see the cows in the front and speak to Farmer Tom and stuff like that, so it's good fun. Yeah,
people love it. Right, we have 1 minute. Let me just restart this because it only has a 10-minute on because we use a camera instead of the GoPro because of the whole thing. Right, 2 minutes. Wow. Right, so the last question for Joe. We didn't have loads of questions for Joe, but we've got a few obviously. Last question to Joe is, how does Joe feel about farming? Like the whole kind of farming general.
Who asked Joe that?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I am very sorry. That might be SM222 actually. Yeah, okay. I've got it written down. I'm sorry. And Ben Burns asked a question before about highlight of Dublin.
Okay. How do I feel about farming? Like farming in general, I think it's really good. I think everyone that's in the farming industry works incredibly hard. It's long hours, everything like that, and what you guys do and produce is amazing. How I feel about farming, being in a relationship with a farmer, it's hard work, but it's really like rewarding as well. Like you don't take for granted obviously the views that we get from the grounds you own, and you know, everyone working really closely together. But yeah, it is hard work because, like I said, it is long hours. Said that previously.
Christmas Day. Yeah. Christmas Day you're at work 6 hours.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to fit your family and my family in a space of like 8 hours. It sounds like a lot, but you know, because you're only up for like 14, I'm always knackered.
And I end up spending then like Christmas Day with my family, my sister and her boyfriend, and obviously then my boyfriend's not there, so that's always difficult. But no, we seem to get along really well with it and stuff, and I do think farming's amazing. Like the industry is really interesting.
Yeah, make it work, don't we?
We do.
Right, well that is all the questions for Joe. Thank you very much, Joe. You go finish getting ready. I'm going to answer a couple more questions. See you later, Joe. So yeah, my plan is to answer a couple more questions because I found some questions really interesting. I know I just said it with me and Joe, but we only had like 8 towards there. So right, what enterprise aside from dairy farming and the shop would you like to go into? The next one for me would probably be beef. Like, we obviously we're doing beef anyway, but to put a purpose-built beef shed up and go full-on beef and buy some young stock in and kind of do it like that. But that's probably the next plan. But again, we've put a lot into the shop, so I don't think that's going to go up currently. I've got no questions here. I've saved these on my phone. Here we go. Here we go. Planning. I've not really planned this very well. Right, if you had a choice, would you put a new parlour up or a new purpose-built cubicle shed, and why? And this is from Dartboard. Dartboard. New parlour, new cubicle house. I wouldn't do either. I'd put a new cafe up, personally. I said that about the whole beef thing, but I think the new cafe is going to be the next thing we're going to put up on the alongside of the shed. But if I had to choose about those two, I'd probably put a new cubicle building in, because the parlour's alright, it's not fantastic, but one of my buildings is getting really tired, so I'll probably do that and design it a little bit better, I think. But yeah, so I want cafe up pretty soon. I think that's the way to go on our small kind of dairy herd. If we expanded too much, we'd have to buy more in. We do buy quite a lot in anyway, and obviously that's not the best way of doing it. It works for us, but I don't really buy any more in. Right, so what market do you take your cows or calves to? From Mills-XX. Where do we take our cows? Don't take them anywhere, or calves anywhere. We have a guy, a dealer who picks them up, a calf dealer who sells them. We sell them to Boutelar. Yeah, we do them like that. A guy called Danny Coates, I'm pretty sure he won't mind me putting his name down. Yeah, Danny Coates, he sorts our calves out for me, so I don't take anything to market. I'm trying not to anyway. We do a few times, but it's more time. You know, it takes you got to set up, you've got to like set your trailer up, get everything ready. It'll take like 4 hours of your day to go to market, and if you've got a guy picking it up, it's alright. And cows, obviously the beefers we take to the abattoir and come back about 3 days later, and they hang at ours for at least 21 days. And the cows themselves, we've got a guy who picks those up as well, and he just takes them to Dunbuyer in Preston. So we don't take anything anywhere, we get people to pick them up. Obviously it's a bit of a charge for that, but again, time is of the essence, which we do not have a lot of. Me and Dad are pretty busy. I say that, look at me, I'm going out. But normally we are non-stop busy, especially with the shop now. It's just become crazy. Just don't have the time. And he does a really good deal with us, and he's really good, and yeah, quite like him. In the future, do you imagine expanding your farm? Goes back to the other question. We've got, obviously I want to put the cafe up. We've got the shop up now. I want to put a cafe on top of the shop. I'd expand it because where the cafe is going to go, I'm going to have to move the calf building. I say we, you know, it's me and Dad and Mother and the family, you know. So we'd have to move the calf building back, and then there's another shed we'd have to demolish and move back. They'd have to go somewhere else. So there'd be a lot of shuffle around because it's quite tight, the yard. So expanding in, if you mean acreage, I'd love to, but around here it's pretty hard. And again, we've spent a lot of money doing other things, so it's all about capital. And this is the final question I'm going to do. Here we go. Have you ever had a near-death experience on the farm? If so, what happened? This is a funny question, but it's funny now. It's not funny at all, because my dad used to always say when he was little, he fell into a slurry lagoon, you know, one that's going into a pit, and it came up to his waist, and he got saved about 2 hours later. But obviously it's a really serious problem, that, because there's really serious fatal things that could happen. He's very lucky, touch wood. I said touch wood, but yeah, he's very lucky what happened. And now, you know, he used to always tell me about that when he was younger and what happened to him, and he just waded in there. He was only young, I think. We might get the story off him properly later if you guys want to hear it. But yeah, he'd have had some experiences. Dad, that farmers do stupid things which we really shouldn't. I think it's a really bad habit that we've got. Yeah, and what have I done? We've rolling silo pits. I was with my mate about 3 or 4 years ago. We were rolling, maybe 3 years ago. Dad was on his knee op, and I luckily had the jewels on, this feeder tractor we've got now, and we were rolling a field. I was rolling the clamp going up, and I thought, this isn't good. This isn't going to work. So what I did, I turned, which is the stupidest thing you can do. Turned, and it didn't tip up, but you know, you were like, oh. And we both, when we came down forward, so I came up, turned, came down forward, and the thing is, when we came down, we both looked at each other and was like, wow. That was really stupid. Yeah, so it's not cool to have near-death experiences, guys. It's not funny, and it's not it's not a good idea at all. Try and keep it as safe as possible, which I've learned. We're dealing with livestock, we're dealing with machinery, we've got to keep safe because it's with no second chances, PTOs, all that kind of stuff. Lives, make sure you've got a gate between you, stuff like that. There's too many fatalities in the industry that we've got. I think it's the worst one, isn't it, for per 100 people, per 1,000 people that work in it for fatalities, which is not good. We should really kind of work on that as an industry, you know, but it's easy. I think we're very quick to go, oh, we'll just do that quickly. I think that's the big one that we do, stupid things. Yeah guys, so that is it. I hope you kind of like the Q&A. I hope you kind of enjoyed Joe being in here. Like I say, we have got to go now. We are going to go off a bit of a walk with her family before, what time are we on now? 12 o'clock. We've got to be there for 12:30. I've got to be walking, having lunch, and then I've got to leave at 12:30 to start feeding cows again and start milking cows again. The joys of farming. You've got to love it. But no, thank you very much for watching, guys. Like I say, I hope you enjoyed Joe being here. You can follow me on all Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. No one really follows me on Twitter. But on the Pemberton's Facebook page, I would really enjoy it if you guys could share and stuff. And, well, just kind of like that page. That would be sick. All of the stuff is below. Thank you very much, and next video is, I don't know when the next video is going to be, because again, it could be really busy. So thank you very much guys, and see you in the next one. See you later.